What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to react to this video that was sent to me. It was sent to me by a couple of different people, and it was on this Instagram page by the name of Culture Millennials, and they clipped this of LeBron James speaking about women, of Western women. His wife is right there. I believe this is her podcast. Also on this podcast, you have Cenat and another streamer by the name of Phantom. They're all sitting there. And LeBron decided that, he's close to retirement. He's looking post NBA career. And why not try to relate, right? And be, I guess, more of who he is himself instead of being PC or being, Mr. Political or non-political. For the most part. Now, he has been political beliefs, but when I'm speaking about political is that he doesn't he's never really talked about relationships with women, but he's going to talk about it here because LeBron has had his fair share of controversies. There have been numerous white women that have tried to expose him with little to no receipts as far as him trying to get with them. Those situations go nowhere, but it also shows you how devious the Caucasian woman can be in regards to LeBron James. But LeBron has been married to Savannah for a number of years. They have numerous children together, and they seem to be going strong. Now, we'll see after his NBA career, but as of right now, they seem to be doing well. And she has a podcast, and I'm telling you right now, the one thing that you have to worry about, if you are a guy who's in the spotlight, is your wife having a podcast or being on a podcast, right? So let's get into this video clip here.
Did you hear? He say, look in the mirror and say what, King? Tell the ladies, because they need to hear.
You gotta look in the mirror and say it's not me.
Yep.
It's
the
not
ladies
me.
need to hear that.
And by the way, the men too.
Yeah.
The men too, because there's some cutthroat, ruthless ass bitches out here right now too.
Yeah.
You see that? He said that right with his wife there. And all she could do is just kind of look away because they probably had these conversations before. But LeBron is, he's there with Kai, and he wants, I guess, to be as honest as possible. Listen, the red pill, this is why the red pill philosophy is very much so potent, and it continues to spread no matter what these simps, these heifers, the lamestream media tries to do. Men everywhere see what's going on. They see that Western women are out of control. And it's very difficult to really find a woman who's for you because you don't know what she's actually looking for. And if you're not dysfunctional, a lot of women don't see you as fun and exciting. But you also have women who go out of their way to destroy you. And LeBron, again, he's been in the crosshairs of Caucasian heifers left and right trying to come at him and trying to break up his marriage. For what? I have no idea. Attention. These women exposing their whoredom for attention is crazy. Because there was a time when women did not want to be perceived as slurs. But now they don't care as long as they get attention.
Listen, I sit in the locker room,
Okay.
I'm in locker rooms and shit now, but it's a lot of women out here that's now kind of flipped the script.
Mm-hmm. They ain't go for everything.
And some homies out here that's trying to be good too and just, trying to
Facts.
figure it out. And now they looking in the mirror saying, damn, what did I do wrong?
Okay.
Homies, it ain't you.
It ain't always you.
Even if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Now, I looked at the comment section, right? There were people in the comment section who think that he's talking about Steph Curry. When he mentions homies, they think that he's bringing up Steph Curry. Because, again, he's talking about homies, right? Or, teammates who are married or who have girlfriends, right? And they have to deal with a lot. People don't understand what these athletes have to deal with. Because a lot of these guys date women who are gold diggers, who are slurs. They're trying to make into housewives, and these women are not housewife material, so they're dealing with that. They got baby mama issues. You got women trying to expose them left and right. And there were people who thought that he was talking about Aisha and Steph Curry. You know, he could be. Every time Aisha goes on a podcast, she makes him look bad. So why can't we, and you know, not assume that that's who he may not be talking about? It fits. It very much so do. And the thing is, too, I'm gonna say this too about Aisha Curry. Aisha Curry has never built up Steph. In any of her conversations about her situation or marriage, she never builds him up as a husband, right? Maybe as a father. Maybe if y'all heard something different, you correct me if I'm wrong. But when you hear these quotes and see these interviews, it's all about her. And LeBron could be talking about that.
And if it ain't, champ, like, you just gotta.
I do think people need to hear that.
Now they need to hear stop forcing it. If it's not there, like, that's my biggest thing, because a lot of I know a lot of friends that, like, I'm like, bro, you're obviously telling me things that, like, I would have been just stopped it, but like they just scared to, like, stop it.
Scared to be alone.
Ladies, listen.
And too, let me say this. This is why, again, people don't like when men are direct with women. They don't like when men are honest with women, because, see, men are wasting too much time trying to wine and dine and trying to figure out when we just should be honest with women. And there are women who are not going to understand that. But I will say this too. Again, coming from LeBron James' perspective, he is a guy who's in NBA locker rooms. He is around these guys, married or in relationships. I'm pretty sure he's heard a lot of stories. He's seen a lot of things, because when they're around each other, I'm sure he's seen those things. There's a lot that goes on. These women are probably putting these dudes through a lot. There's not, you know, it ain't just Aisha. There's a lot of talkative wives out there who they may get on podcasts themselves and say things, or they may get on social media and do the absolute most. I remember I did a video on the NBA player who wife went and got in the face of his ex-teammate on the court. Why don't you as a woman stay out of men's beef? But that's what these guys have to deal with when they're in these relationships with these attention-starved heifers, right? So let's play this video again.
To the king. Did you hear? He say, look in the mirror and say what, king? Tell the ladies, because they need to hear.
You gotta look in the mirror and say it's not me.
Yeah.
You know, it's
the
not
ladies
me.
need to hear that.
And by the way, the men too.
Yeah.
The men too, because there's some cutthroat, ruthless ass bitches out here right now too.
You know, and I will say this, I will give LeBron credit, because LeBron, people may think LeBron has come off as a simp or female identified. The fact that he's mentioned this lets me know that LeBron understands his following. He understands there's a lot of men who follow him and support him, and he wants to tell those men, hey, I understand y'all. You know, I understand what y'all deal with or what y'all going through. And also, he, you know, again, this is LeBron, you know, approaching, you know, his latter part of his career. This could be the last season for LeBron, or next season could be the last season for LeBron. And he wants to, I guess, go out the way he wants to and speak more. Even though, again, this isn't his podcast. This is, I believe, his wife's podcast. But it shows me that you're going to see more of LeBron putting his opinions out there. And by the way, didn't LeBron have a podcast with his now head coach? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Didn't they have a podcast together?
Listen, I sit in the locker room.
Okay.
You know, I'm in locker rooms and shit now. But, you know, it's a lot of women out here that's now kind of flipped the script.
Mm-hmm. They ain't go for everything.
And you know, some homies out here that's trying to be good too, and just, you know, trying to
Facts.
figure it out. And now they looking in the mirror saying, damn, what did I do wrong? Homies, it ain't you.
It ain't always you.
Even if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And if it ain't, champ, like, you just gotta.
I do think people need to hear that.
Now they need to hear stop forcing it. If it's not there, like, that's my biggest thing, because a lot of I know a lot of friends that, like, I'm like, bro, you're obviously telling me things that, like, I would have been just stopped it, but like they just scared to, like, stop it.
Scared to be alone.
Ladies, listen to the king.
So, you know, LeBron is a guy who, you know, he's with his wife. His wife is there. They've had these conversations. You could tell by her body language. They've had these conversations. And maybe she didn't expect him to be as blunt. Now, again, I think that also one of the reasons why I believe LeBron James said this is because he wants this podcast with his wife to go viral, his podcast episode to go viral. That's why he has Cenat on there and himself on there. And he wants this to go viral. So he's speaking but again, you can tell the effects of the manosphere red pill philosophy. Not that BS quote unquote manosphere. We got a lot of fake manospheres out here. We got a lot of, I call it female identified or female led or female centric quote unquote manosphere content out here. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that real talk. I'm talking about that real honesty that you ain't getting in regards to men and women, as far as men calling out these heifers. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on all my social media, and I'll see y'all next one.